Good evening or welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's a bit of a stout weekend this weekend and, well, it's wintry, it's cold, and I thought, well, I quite enjoy a stout on a winter's night, so I thought I will. And the one I'm starting with is from a brewery that I've not had much opportunity to be particularly complimentary about, and I know that there are thousands upon thousands of you who love this brewery. But I've just not found anything great. But I thought, well, I've not tried any of their stouts, and a lot of the reviews I've seen of their stouts have been absolutely outstanding. So I thought, well, maybe I'm missing a trick. Maybe they specialise in something other than a beer named after a movement of music or a lifestyle, that being punk. And this is Brewdog's Jet Black Heart. And I was wandering through Sainsbury's and I thought to myself, do you know what, I fancy some stout, and I thought, well, I'll give Brewdog a chance on this one. So I picked up this one, which is the vanilla milk stout, and it weighs in at 4.7%. I thought I'd give it a try tonight, and it says, Jet Black Heart is our smooth talking milk stout that will ravage your senses in an uncharted abyss. Loaded to the gunnels with oatmeal and primed for a smoother ride, this is a black-hearted beast with decadent cacao, subtle roastiness and autumnal fruitiness await in its darkest depths. Jet Black Heart, a beer pirate to steal your heart and blacken your soul. So it speaks a lot. Them are fighting words. That makes it sound incredible, and hopefully the taste matches up to the description. For those interested in the ingredients list, there is water, malted barley, oats, wheat, lactose, and that's milk lactose for anyone who is lactose intolerant, yeast, hops and vanilla. So actual vanilla, which bodes well because real vanilla's got a really nice taste, and some of the artificial flavourings that can be found from the glands that are near the anus of a beaver are not necessarily so nice and wanting to be put in. So, yeah, Brewdog Jet Black Heart. Does it make any point? It doesn't actually make a point that it's vegan, or does it? No, it doesn't. So, well, no, it can't do because it's milk yeast, milk lactose. But anyway, blonde moment there. Let's crack her open. See what we get. Well, it's definitely black, and from the pour it feels like there is some decent body. We have, what, finger and just a smidge of head. Aroma's a typical stout. There's nothing sweet jumping out of me that I can get with some of the milk stouts, but I am getting nice roasted notes. It smells nice on the roasted front, smells a bit of coffee, so actually, do you know what? That's not bad. Of all the Brewdog beers that I've had so far, this has actually got flavour. It's got nice roasted, dark roasted malt. There is, they say, autumnal fruitiness. I suppose, yeah. I suppose you could argue that there is a little bit of it there. And there is a decadent cacao. Am I getting cocoa? In very small amounts. There's more coffee in the roasted notes than there is the cacao, which is interesting because it says the roastiness is subtle. The vanilla, it's kind of there on the finish. So whereas it's sort of more bitter up front, the sweetness comes in the finish. As you're pouring, it felt like there was more body. It's don't get me wrong, you know it's there, and it's a medium. Maybe it's not thick and gloopy like some stouts can be, but it's quite dry. I mean, that's no bad thing. It's just a property. You either like it or you don't. I quite like a dry finish. But overall, of all the Brewdog beers that I've tried so far, and there's been quite a few, I do like Mr. President. Mr. President is nice and bitter and in-your-face hoppy. I really do like that. I've been a little bit disappointed with a few of the others. Well, I'll say a little bit disappointed with a few of the others, but this one, with Mr. President, has really kind of given me hope that there is more to Brewdog than meets the eye. Now, would I buy it again? The short answer is yes, I would. I actually would. But how much would I buy it again? Well, let's talk about the flavour. I like the flavours. There is the roasted malts, which really work for me, and you expect that in a stout, and it's got it. It's got a dry finish with a little sweet vanilla at the end. I like that. It's a stout, it's not going to be hugely hoppy. I'm getting a little bit of cacao now, the cocoa nibs. Just a little bit. Interesting though, it says it doesn't actually contain it, but that kind of flavour, you know, that kind of bitter chocolate, it's there at the end. It's nice. So, what would I score Jet Black Heart? Well, I would buy it again, so it's 3 or more. It's got flavours that I enjoy a lot, so it'd be rude of me to give it anything less than a 4, but how much more than a 4 would I give it? I like coffee in stout a lot, and there is that burnt coffee with the chocolate here. Now I'm drinking it quite cool, and I suspect that if it's warmed up a little bit, those flavours will come out even more. So I'm going to be sticking my neck out on the line, and I'm going to give it 4.5, because it's very, very nice indeed. Which I never thought I'd do for a Brewdog beer, and on the evidence of this one, I'm going to be more tempted to go and find some other Brewdog stouts, because I like stout, and this is good. And if this is the supermarket offering, which generally, as I've found with some of the Brewdog beers, can be a kind of the bottom end of the offerings, the good stuff they kind of save, and I totally respect that. You don't necessarily want that everywhere. Maybe you want to keep it exclusive. But this is good. It's very good. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been the Brewdog Jet Black Heart. I've been Nick, and I'll see you again soon.